السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Welcome our brothers and sisters to day number 26 of the month of Ramadan. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to write us among the people of Jannah. Allahumma ameen. Today's dua is a dua that I memorized when I was a teenager. Subhanallah. One of the shuyukh, or the Imam of our local masjid, he is the one who, taught me this dua, and wallahi al-azim, never forgot it. And this is one of my most common du'as that I recite in my sujood, in my salah as well. Subhanallah. It became so beloved to me because the meanings of this dua are so deep, as we will see bi'idhnillah azza wa jal. So I really, and this is from the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So I really suggest everyone to memorize this dua because wallahi, this dua has to do with your nafs. And your nafs is, is in your control, right? So we know that in this life we have a number of enemies, if you would like to use the word, that we have to deal with and we have to kind of resist against. And one of those enemies, of course, is shaitan. But shaitan, he's not in our control, right? So when shaitan is going to whisper to us thoughts in our heads, evil thoughts in our heads and ideas, we don't have control of that. We do have control that after he whispers the thoughts, then how we're going to react, how we're going to respond to those whispers. Are we going to remember Allah? Are we going to reject the whisper? Or are we going to fantasize and build upon it? We have that control, but we don't have control over shaitan whispering to us. The second, challenge that we have in this life is that of our own nafs. Our own nafs. Inna nafsa la ammaratun bisu'. The nafs is inclined to evil. The nafs is inclined to evil. And there's a few things that we need to know about the nafs. Number one, your nafs, our nafs, is a doorway or a driveway for the shaitan to influence us. So if I protect my doorway, if I protect my driveway, then inshallah ta'ala shaitan has no way to get inside of your mind or to influence you, right? So the nafs, either I spoil it or I discipline it. The more I discipline my nafs, right, my soul, the lesser influence shaitan will have upon it. The more I spoil it by giving it whatever it wants, then the more shaitan will have influence on it. That's number one. So shaitan, even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us many times in the Quran, the shaitan, he said to Allah azza wa jalla, even on the day of judgment, he will say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ما كان لي عليهم من سلطان. I didn't have any power or control over them or authority over them. Shaitan cannot take us by our hands to do this and to do that. No. It is us who give into the shaitan's commands and demands, and therefore we cannot blame shaitan. Shaitan on the day of judgment will say, فَلَا تَلُومُونِي وَلُومُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Don't blame me. إِنَّمَا دَعُوتُكُمْ فَاسْتَجَبْتُمْ لِي. I just called you and you answered my call. So blame yourself. And that's the reality, right? It is the access was given by us to the shaitan. We gave him the access to come and influence us. So our nafs is extremely important because that is that is in our control. We can discipline the soul or we can spoil the soul. That's number one we need to know. Number two, the first sin that was ever committed was not committed because of shaitan. Think about it. It shows you the danger of spoiling our own nafs. The sins, the matter, the crux of the sins, or the source of the sin is what? Is spoiling of the nafs. Because Iblis, the one who disobeyed Allah Azza wa Jal, who misguided him, right? He is Iblis. So his own nafs misguided him, right? His own nafs misguided, because there was no another shaitan or Iblis to misguide Iblis. So Iblis was misguided by his own spoiled nafs, and that tells us a lot about the importance of taking care of our own nafs. And that is where this dua comes in, subhanallah. Allahumma alhimni rushdi. Oh Allah, inspire me with my guidance. Ya Allah, just inspire guidance into my mind, into my heart, Ya Allah. Like inspiration is what? Inspiration is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to guide you, to having good thoughts, to having good intentions, right? Allah Azza wa Jalla inspires you with what you're supposed to do that is right. Ya Allah, inspire me with my guidance. وَأَعِذْنِي مِنْ شَرِّ نَفْسِي, and protect me from the evil of my nafs. Subhanallah, coming back to the nafs. Protect me from the evil of my nafs. When we come short and we spoil our nafs, then it will come back to bite us. It will haunt us. Subhanallah, the consequences of the evil deeds that came from our nafs will come back to haunt us. So very important, inshallah ta'ala. Number one, from one way you're asking Allah to inspire your soul with guidance. From another side, you're asking Allah to protect you from the evil of your nafs. So both sides very, very important. Allahumma alhimni rushdi wa a'idhni min sharri nafsi. Allahu Akbar. Yani, is a deep dua. Oh Allah, inspire me my guidance and protect me from the evil of my nafs, Allahu Akbar. May Allah Azza wa protect us. Allahumma ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.